Hello, my name is Jane Gov. I am a youth librarian at Passing Public Library. This video is a quick run-through of how to get started on a design for your take and make puzzle. In your kit, you would have received a blank cardboard puzzle that is still assembled. Be careful with moving it around because you want it to stay assembled while you're drawing on it. Also in your kit are a pack of markers, but you can use any markers. Pencils, pens, or even crayons are fine. If you're really careful, you could also use paints. It really depends on what you would like for your final puzzle. For instance, acrylic paint might glue some of the pieces together if you're not careful. Watercolor paints might be too wet and start to peel the cardboard. So just keep that in mind as you select what you're going to use on your puzzle. To start off, I'm sketching a simple pattern on the puzzle, so I know it's going to fit all the images I want. I'm using cupcake rounds to get the approximate size and sketching with a pencil. I want my puzzle to be an image of donuts, so I've gathered some examples online and am adapting it for my own project. You can get as detailed as you like, but I only need a simple outline, so I'm just doing this part pretty lightly. Next, decide what medium you're going to use. Are you going to use markers, pens, crayons, pencils, or paints? And then decide the colors. I also recommend trying out your drawing on a regular piece of paper first, especially if you're going to layer your colors. I'm keeping my example nearby so I don't forget what they look like. I'm going to use a variety of markers for mine, so to start off, I'm laying down the first layer of color, the donut frosting. Be careful about using too many layers of markers because if the puzzle gets too wet, it could start to peel, so make sure to watch out for that. I'm going to speed up the video so you can see the end product. You may notice that I am using a combination of markers. I use regular markers for the base design and outlined each image with a Sharpie permanent marker. I also use metallic Sharpie for one of the donuts. So you can use whatever works for your design. When you're done, wait for it to dry, and then you can break up the pieces carefully. Some of the cardboard pieces may not be cut well, so break it up slowly so you don't accidentally peel it. And then you're all done. You can play with your puzzle.